the Bob Mills Weather Center, Oklahoma weather expert, Lacey Swope.
So excited for that season to kick off. Unfortunately, this evening in the metro between 7 o'clock and 10 p.m., that's the timeline for some pretty nasty severe weather arriving. So rain delay definitely possible for the Sparks home opener. We'll talk much more about the timeline in just a minute. We have clear skies across much of the state. Some low cloud cover will start to make its way on through across the metro. And we'll see a lot of sunshine today. All is quiet on our Lucky Star Skycam network. And here's the deal for the Oklahoma City area. Storms fire out to the west of the metro today. Some data suggests they fire about a county or two deep into Oklahoma. Some data suggests they fire right on the Oklahoma-Texas border initially, but they will start off out to the west and likely become severe very quickly. These storms will just erupt today. Storm trackers will be underneath them. Between 7 p.m. and 11 p.m. this evening, storms roll into the metro, and those will likely be severe. And this could pose a threat for very large hail, damaging winds, and there is a tornado risk, including the metro. It's not as high as what it is to the west and down to the south some. So today's a day to be prepared. Have all your safety plans in place for this evening. Know what you will do across the state if severe weather strikes. And just remember, on a day like today, be prepared, not scared, because we are talking big time severe weather in Oklahoma, and we will likely see numerous severe storms. Today, rain chances go up just after 7, peak between 7 and 10 p.m., taper off overnight tonight, and we may have some new showers take off tomorrow, but the severe risk won't be there for your Friday. Here's how we're shaping up. Jet stream winds are strong overhead. Here comes the storm system over portions of New Mexico now. Doesn't look like a lot on water vapor imagery, but that is a very potent, jam-packed little storm. A lot of energy with it. That's going to set up the dry line out west and give us the chance for numerous supercells today, or rotating storms. We're in the 60s now. Winds are calm, 50s, 60s, some 70s to the south. No major wind. Hannah's been talking about some of that fog down to the south and southeast, not causing any issues. Most of the day today in the daylight hours are dry through the afternoon. In Oklahoma City, we're up to the mid-upper 80s, a southeast wind. We get to the 90s in southern Oklahoma, and what that does is that allows the instability to peak. So this is fuel for storms. We're talking moderate to high instability today, and that's when you get some of those very, very tall updrafts that can sustain some damaging hail. We're talking hail up to the size of baseball. So numerous severe storms expected today ahead of the dry line. And here's Future Next Gen. Statewide, dry throughout most of the early afternoon. 4 or 5 o'clock, storms start to fire out west. We may have a storm or two fire ahead of that main line. Any isolated storm or a storm that's by itself will go up and it will rotate. That's how the winds will be oriented today. That looks likely. So again, Jim Gardner will be in the air bringing you aerial shots of this, and we'll have storm trackers monitoring these for you, because as they're rotating, not just hail and damaging winds, they will pose a tornado threat. Then more of a complex is expected to form. Still rotation within this. There'll still be mesocyclones, so still large hail damaging winds, and a lower tornado risk. That makes its way off to the east and starts to weaken overnight tonight. Future rotating storms or rotating tracks, not tornado tracks or tornado paths, but where some of those updrafts, rotating mesos will be, moving to western Oklahoma, western metro, down to south central Oklahoma, and then you'll notice they kind of start to spin down as they make their way further to the east. Rain chances up to 80% in the west. Not as high in the southwest today. Not out of the question to get a storm, but it looks like the chance is a little lower. This evening, 80 to 100% chance of storms, and tonight that makes its way to the east. So here are the very latest zones this morning. If you watched David Payne last night, not a lot has changed in the way of data. Some data brings these hail sizes up a little bit. Tennis ball, maybe some baseball size hail to the west, even in the western metro, southern metro, and then storms quickly start to weaken as they move through central Oklahoma. I showed you the instability is not as high through here. Winds anywhere 65, 70, 80 mile per hour winds, not out of the question. And it's a low to a moderate tornado risk. So if you're new to Oklahoma, you're new to watching News 9, this is our tornado scale. It's a priority scale. Priority 3 is low, priority 2 is moderate, and a priority 1 is, hey, this is a tornado outbreak type of a scenario. Today doesn't look like a tornado outbreak, but numerous tornadoes will be possible today. It's just not locked in. I think hail locked in today. Big time hail. Stay weather aware. Have ways to protect your property. 86 degrees coming up for tomorrow. Chance of rain in the morning. Saturday also a chance for severe weather. We do dry it out on Sunday for Father's Day, and off and on rain chances and hot next week. Back to you guys.